Invincible.
Welcome back, Players Circle Sports, where the players come to play. I'm with Jeremy, Mark. So we're gonna talk about the Golden Knights.
Vegas!
So there's a lot of controversy because you have to protect some players and stuff like that. So Mark, do you want to explain?
Well, more so with the Ottawa Senators, they got potentially screwed the most out of anyone because they asked Dion Phaneuf to waive his no trade so that they could unprotect him so that he would be exposed to Vegas and so that they could protect Mathot, who is clearly the best pairing for Karlsson. Unfortunately, Phaneuf decided, no, I don't want to trade him. No, forget it. I like Ottawa. I don't know why, but he's like, I like Ottawa, you know, and I want to stay here. So then they were like, well, what are we going to do? They wanted to try to trade him. But unfortunately, he's a second line pairing who makes $7 million a year. No one's going to take that contract on them. No one. So because of that, now Mathot's exposed, and a lot of people are saying Vegas is going to take Mathot.
So just in case some people are confused, because at first I was confused as well. Basically, when somebody has a no trade clause, you basically have to protect them. You have no choice. So Phaneuf could have been the worst player in the league. But if he has a no trade clause, Ottawa has to protect him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think of the whole situation?
I know they did after he said, I'm not waiving it. They did try and trade him to teams. And he had 12 teams that he gave them a list of where he wanted to go. It's kind of unfortunate that you see a lot of these backdoor deals that Vegas has been making where, oh, we won't take this player if you leave him unprotected, if you trade us this pick, and all this. Is kind of ridiculous in my opinion that they're making deals for not taking players.
Like with which teams?
They don't tell. Okay. They don't make it public. They're just doing it behind closed doors, and the NHL knows they are. They're fine with it, but it's just a little suspicious in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Like I read that Vegas, because of all this, could actually end up with 3 first-round picks.
Yeah.
Because of teams trying to protect their players. Because what's happening is, like Jeremy's saying, there's backdoor deals, right? Okay. So they're trying to trade. You know, Vegas, we'll give you a first-round pick if you don't touch, you know, X player. You know what I mean? Type thing.
And the NHL allows that?
They're fine with it. They know it's happening, and they're just allowing it to happen. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I don't know the exact every team, but apparently today was the day that all 29 teams, gave their protected lists. So now Vegas gets to pick and choose who they want.
Yeah.
And I believe, is it Wednesday?
I believe Wednesday. It's the same night as the award show that they'll release the team list. It's kind of interesting list too. Some players I didn't expect to be there, like James Neal.
Yeah.
I was shocked to see some high-end guys there.
Well, it was because they had that pick, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they either James Neal or I can't pronounce his name. I'm like Don Cherry, Jengkrok or
Youngkrok.
Youngkrok, yeah. So,
how far do you think Vegas is gonna go this year?
It's gonna be rough, to be honest. You look at some of the high-end players they're gonna get, and that will help a long way. But they're not gonna get any true superstars.
No. So how many years? Because you're saying they're getting backdoor deals, a bunch of first-round picks, whatever. How many years before they make the playoffs?
When's the next Connor McDavid coming out? Because that's seriously, that's the big thing. There's no one on the radar that's touted as the next franchise player, and that's really what you see in the NHL that makes.
That's how you build your teams now.
Oh, so the
Pittsburgh,
teams,
Chicago, you know.
So the teams
Leafs now.
So the teams were smart to give away their first round.
A little bit. It depends if you're protecting the right guy.
Yeah.
It works.
Well, you know what ended up happening here was they picked. I mean, well, they didn't pick, but it just so happened that it was the perfect draft for this to happen, right? Because this is a weaker draft this year, so. You know, a lot of the teams are willing to give up their first round pick because they're like, whatever.
Can you imagine if the Knights came into the league last year? Oh my God.
That would have been deadly.
If they came in last year and they got Patrick Laine or Austin Matthews with one of the higher end picks,
I would have went to Vegas and caused some. I would have stirred some stuff up because I would have been very mad. I'll tell you that right now.
Hold up, didn't you rob the Sabres this year? Wasn't it supposed to be the Sabres who got Matthews?
Well, actually, was it?
I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
Either the Sabres or okay.
I don't know, but it was. I know where you're going. Of course, we probably screwed a few out of it, but you know.
Okay.
But honestly, Vegas, I feel like like Jeremy says, they're not a playoff team, but I think they're a lot closer than some of the other expansion teams that have come in the past. They're going to be a lot closer because their talent level is there.
Well, they'll be better than Colorado.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. First off, they're definitely going to be better than Colorado. 100%. Colorado stinks.
All right, so anything else you want to say before I close it up?
Nah, man.
All right, so let us know in the comment section what you think about the Vegas Golden Knights. Is that a good thing, a bad thing? Let us know what you think about the backdoor deals. Is it smart on them to make the deals, or are the teams getting the better end of it? And yeah, so like us, subscribe, and comment. See ya.
Vegas.
Here we go.